everyone, my name is Birdie and I am your friendly neighborhood forest witch, and in today's video I am going to be decorating the witch's cottage for fall. But before we dive into that, I wanted to say thank you to everyone who sent me well wishes and healing energy during my spout with COVID. I was actually bedridden for 9 days and it was absolutely terrible. I'm doing okay now. I still have some lingering side effects, but all in all, I am back to normal. So before I got COVID, I had planned to do a video where I just sprinkle some fall decor in with my regular decor. So kind of like a transitional summer to fall decor video. However, COVID hit, so now we are going full fall decor here at the witch's cottage. I'm really excited about that. So in today's video, I'm going to be decorating the dining room, the living room, and my altar room for fall. I'm really excited about this. So I wanted to tell you a little bit of my thinking of how I want to decorate each room. So here in the altar room, as you can probably see, I go for a more woodsy forest friends vibe, and I want to stick with that, just more fall related. So we're going to be bringing in some fall related forest friends like foxes, squirrels, animals that hibernate during the winter. I thought those would be really good in here. Do some acorns, pine cones, and maybe even some moss in here as well. And then in the dining room, I currently have a simplistic Victorian decor vibe in there. So I kind of want to stay on that route and add just a traditional fall vibe in there. So the traditional colors of oranges, yellows, reds. So we're going to have pumpkins and florals, etc. And then in the living room, I currently have a Gothic Edwardian vibe. So I definitely want to stick with that, but adding fall in there. So we're going to have black, of course. And then during the fall, I also add ambers. And then all year round, I have a lot of brass color in there as well. And then I want to go for deeper tones, so deeper orange, maroons, greens, and things like that. So that's kind of my thinking process on that. Also, I wanted to give you all a tour of what the dining room and the living room currently look like before I start decorating for fall. So we're going to do that. I'm not going to give a tour of the altar room since I just did that in one of my latest videos. So if you missed that, I will link it up above here and down in the description. So without further ado, let's get on to this tour. So this is what the decor looks like in the dining room currently. I go for a more simplistic Victorian feel. So over here I have my great-grandmother's tea cart with some Victorian themed pieces. And then up above here are some seasonal pieces, which I will be switching out for some fall pieces. So the bunny print in the gold frame, I actually purchased on Etsy. And then the black one is actually a tin tray, and I just use command strips to hang it up there. Then over here, I have my antique music sheet cabinet with some more Victorian inspired decor with my clover plant. And then on this wall are some more prints, and these are of different places. Now this gray frame, I want to eventually paint gold to match the other two. And then in the dining room here, I just went for some sheer black curtains on both windows. And then beside the window, I have an old print drawer that I hung on the wall and placed my great-grandmother's thimble collection. And then these little miniature pieces here my grandfather actually painted. And then in the built-in cabinet here, I have some of my tea set collections that I display and change out every season. Now, I think I'm just going to store these away for fall so I can actually put some more fall decor up on these shelves to display. And then under this window is my succulent collection. And then coming around here in this corner is my baby pine tree. And then this wall here has my Witch's Lair plaque with my 2 cathedral windows. Now normally every season I will hang wreaths from the windows that correspond with the seasons. So I'll just put some fall wreaths up there. And then for the dining room table then, I think this year I'm just going to do a fall themed tablecloth. Normally I do a tablescape, but I don't think I can beat last year's. It was absolutely gorgeous. If you missed that video, I'll link it up above here and down in the description. And it was just so gorgeous. I definitely can't beat it this year, maybe next year. But yeah, I'm just gonna do some sort of tablecloth here. And then last but not least is this beautiful cottage print between the 2 doorways in the dining room. I just absolutely love this print. So I'm not sure if I'm gonna keep it up or switch it out for a fall print, but we'll just have to wait and see. And then this is what the living room currently looks like. So if you've ever watched any of my Decorate With Me videos, you'll know that my living room is decorated with an Edwardian Gothic feel to it. So this is what it currently looks like. So we'll start over here by the fireplace. I have a candelabra here. And I'm eventually going to be painting that gold. Right now it's black and silver. I also have my decor piece from Michael's that I got this year. Then on either side of the TV, I have these iron lanterns that I found at Hobby Lobby. And then coming up to the mantle here, I have some summery things out. So the bunny and just some different greeneries here. So potted greeneries, some ducks, some metal houses that I found last year at Target. And then down by the fireplace, I have a cauldron and some dried roses. My antique cabinet here, as you can see, it's missing a door. It had broke during the move, so I just need to fix that and put that back on there. This beautiful plant that I've had since its infancy, and that was about 12 or 13 years ago. So it is a big boy now. Then on my built-in bookshelf, I have all kinds of different treasured decor pieces. So as you can see, I have some bird decor, bunny decor. So bringing in that summer aspect. And then coming around here, I have my 2 leather chairs that I purchased from Amazon. My end table that I found on Facebook Marketplace. And then I have this little bird nest here with a faux bird and moss. Some more florals. This beautiful display here is actually a card my husband had gotten me for Mother's Day. Just think that is so beautiful. It's like a faux stained glass. And then on the windowsill, I have my prized possession, She will make more of an appearance closer to Halloween. Right now she's just back there for her safety. I have a real plant back there and some other decor pieces here. And then these are some birch trees that actually light up. And then coming around to this bookshelf, I have some more decor pieces. There's the witch house piece from Michael's this year. And then this is the haunted house from Target last year. And then coming around to my adorable little birdies, you'll probably have heard them in some videos of mine. So this beautiful one here is Violet. She's a beautiful blue color. And then this is the noisy culprit. This is Basil. He's my newest one. And he's got a beautiful yellow and teal or turquoise color. And then up above the sofa, I have this forest print that I found at Hobby Lobby. There's the sleeping puppies. Unfortunately, I can't have a nice couch with dogs, so we just have this one with the slip cover on it, so it's nothing fancy. And then this end table here I had found on Facebook Marketplace. And then over here I have my recliner. And I believe I had found that on Amazon as well. And then over here I have my ladder of blankets. And those I change out seasonally as well. And then over here I have the trunk that I had found on Facebook Marketplace. And it's an antique, it's really heavy. And I keep board games in there for the kids. And right now I don't have it decorated. I just have a candelabra on there. But up above that then I have a gallery wall. So I think what I'm going to do is change some of these out for some fall prints. And then coming over here, I have a small ancestor altar. Now it's not complete yet. I will have a video coming out in a couple months where we'll decorate my ancestor altar. Right now I have this ancestor communication candle from my dear friend, a picture of my great-grandmother, as well as a faux candle, and then photos of my ancestors there. And then underneath that is my record player. So now that the tour's over, I'm going to bring all my fall things in from the garage, and I want to go through it and pick things out for each room. I think that is going to help me figure out what decor goes where, and it'll just make the decorating process easier. So let's go ahead and do that. So I went ahead and I pulled all my fall items out from the garage already. It looks like we're working with about 5 boxes / bins. I feel like I had a lot more than this, but I think some of it had gotten damaged in the flood and I may have had to throw it away. So let's go through these totes and see what we can pull out for each room.
while I'm slowly heading back to my apartment. I'm not asking for your thoughts, I'm just thinking out loud in the darkness. Ooh, there's no point 'cause we both know. From here there's nowhere to go. Someone said your heart is golden. All I got was my heart broken. I can see the dawn is coming just for you, for you. Times will come again when the wind is blowing in my direction. Still I can't ignore the pain. It's the only thing that tells me I'm breathing. I lost you from the start. Someone said your heart is golden. All I got was my heart broken. I can see the dawn is coming just for you, for you. Someone said your heart is golden. All I got was my heart broken. I can see the dawn is coming just for you. It's just for you. Oh, it's just for you, for you. Summer is ended, the leaves are turning brown. Red and yellow, soon they'll be falling down. Now, I'm not ready, not just yet. I'm not ready for autumn. Autumn comes too soon. Autumn comes too soon. The light that flickers will blow away the side, and all that blossomed will wither away. Yeah. just yet. I'm not ready for autumn. Autumn comes too soon. I'm not ready for autumn. Autumn comes too soon. Autumn comes too soon. Autumn comes too soon. I've been running round in circles, chasing my tail and lost my way, seeking shelter in different corners, never finding a place to stay. Somehow ended up here on the ground. Brother, help me up, I've fallen down. I know that I'll hurt the ones that I hold dear, the ones I love. Thought that I would find the answers, drinking till my feet felt numb, just like Father did when I was young. I don't know how I could be so dumb. I've been lost far too long. I can't see, I'm trapped in darkness. Life has turned its back on me, it seems. Brother, help me up, I've fallen down. Have you ever felt like someone who's meant to be somewhere else, caught inside a state of mind where nothing is really making sense? That's why I've been left here on the ground. Sister, help me up, I've fallen down. I've been lost far too long. I can't see, I'm trapped in darkness. Life has turned its back on me, it would seem. Brother, help me up, I've fallen down. Brother, help me up, I've fallen down.
I've been wondering about you. They said that just one look and I'd get caught too. 'Cause there's something about you, and you know it too. All I do is think about you. Your eyes, your scent, your touch is all I dream of. Now I can't all I do is love you. Maybe someday you will too. 'Cause we are meant to be. We are meant to be. Oh, if only you could see that we are meant to be. You've been warned about me. You've heard that all I do is obsess about you. But if only you could see that we are meant to be.
She stands by the window, stares at the morning sun. She hopes for a clear view before the day is done. What can you do when you're head over heels in love? No need to fight, but it's keeping her up all through the night.
And this is how the dining room turned out. I think it's really pretty, and then I was able to stick with the Victorian simplicity that I had beforehand. So as you can see, I have different textures with the different metals, ceramics, and I even added some wood back there. So I think that turned out really pretty. And then as you saw, this print up here, this is so gorgeous. I had actually purchased this from the Victorian Trading Company before they went out of business. And I just think it goes really well in here. And then here, over here on the music stand, I did the same thing with the different textures, and I think that turned out really good as well. Then for the table, I went with simplicity as well. I used this olive green silk and then some pip berries on top, some gold candlesticks, and this beautiful pheasant that I found at Hobby Lobby this year. I just thought she was so beautiful, so I added her on there. I think that turned out really nice. And then for my cathedral windows, for the life of me, I could not find my mini fall wreaths. So I'm not sure where they got to. So I just used some fall vines from Dollar Tree and I intertwined it on the windows there, and I think it turned out okay. And then for my built-in cabinet, I put some fall themed dishware up there along with some florals. Here's one of my fall themed teacups I thought went really well. I also did a miniature fall print, my fox plates, some ceramic pumpkins, and then down below this really big velvet pumpkin. It's just so pretty. So I think this cabinet turned out really good. And then I'll show you what it looks like when I close the door here. I even added this little wreath that I got from Dollar Tree. And then this is what it looks like closed. I think it's so pretty. And then last but not least, I did decide to change out the cottage picture with this one. So this is a print that I purchased off of Etsy, and as you can see, it's definitely got the fall vibes, yet there's still a cottage there. And then I changed the frame out for this really pretty gold one that I found at Home Goods. So I think it was definitely a good replacement. So now let's move on to the living room. And this is how the living room turned out. I'm starting to lose light because it's getting later in the day here. So I'll go kind of quick here. But I put up another fall print. This is another one that I got from the Victorian Trading Company before it went out of business. And then below that, I put my Bath & Body wallflower. And then in front of the fireplace, I have some pumpkins. And then this is what the mantle looks like. So like I said, I went with some deep reds, some oranges, some yellows. I have some amber colored glass. I kept my houses up. I really like those, and I thought they would go with the season. And then down below here, I have one of my favorite canvases. I think I had gotten that from Kirkland's, but it's all kinds of spooky books. So I went ahead and put that out along with some pumpkins. This one is actually a Scentsy warmer. And then I have my fox candle from the Bird Moss box. And then coming around to the first bookshelf, this is what that looks like. So a mixture between brasses, blacks, and then I added pops of gold and orange in there. And then here is what my 2 leather chairs look like. So I have 2 fall pillowcases along with the Afghan that I had recently thrifted. This little end table here, I did a little tea scene. I thought that was really cute. And then coming around to this bookshelf, I have a mixture of witchy things and fall things, but I think they go well together. And I love using different colored glass. Then up top there is my haunted house, and I switched out the candles for pumpkins. I thought that looked really cute. And then this is what my coffee table looks like. It's pretty simplistic, but it definitely has a fall vibe going on there. Then my other end table, I just did a fall colored cloth with the light up bee there. I don't know, the light, I think the light's going dead a little bit. Then I have my fall fox blanket and another fall themed pillowcase. And then over here on the trunk, I did a little, and I know it's a little dark. I'll try to stand out of the way here to get out of the shadow, but I did an emerald color velvet pumpkin. This pumpkin actually lights up, but I need to get some batteries for it. But I thought that would be pretty when it's lit up. Then my new vase piece here that I thrifted, I just put some pumpkins in there from Hobby Lobby. I got those last year on clearance. And then I don't have any candles in my candelabra. I'm trying to figure out if I want to do that or not. Maybe I will. And then up above here, I switched out some of the prints. So this one here and this one here are canvases from Dollar Tree. And then I want to try to find a fall print for this one here to switch out. I just haven't found one yet. And then I have this little fall print here. And then let me see if I can get rid of the glare here. And then this fall print here. So that's what the living room looks like. So now let's check out the altar room. And this is how the altar room turned out. I think it is so pretty. We'll start over here at the gallery wall. So I just changed out some of the pictures. So this one, I think those 2 are from Dollar Tree. This one might be from Hobby Lobby, and then I had made this one a few years ago. And then coming around here to the bookshelf, I changed out some of the pieces for some more fall pieces. So this little guy here, I believe that was from Hobby Lobby. And this little gnome snow globe, I guess it would be. And coming down here, my new ceramic deer planter that I had thrifted recently. Then I just added some moss-covered pumpkins, some miniature orange pumpkins, some fall-themed gnomes. My cute little fox that's dressed up as a witch. I think, where did I get him at? TJ Maxx last year. Moss-covered pumpkin. This is a wax warmer I think I had got that from Walmart a couple years ago. Some more fall gnomes. And then this, if you saw my altar room decorate with me, you wouldn't have seen this new piece of furniture. I had actually got this off of Facebook Marketplace for my office. However, it was too bulky up there, so I went ahead and bought this really pretty, and it's really soft too, slip color in olive green. And then I put my pillow cover on that I had got recently with the Cottage on. And then this bookshelf, I didn't decorate with fall items on this, but I did hang up my little jar lights with fall leaves and berries and florals in. Thought that was really cute. And then I hung up my Mabon flag that my husband got me a few years ago. And then moving on to my altar here, I switched everything out for Mabon. So I have this little frame here that reminds me of my mice, Remy and Emile. And then my cornucopia, my wicker witch hat. Then I put some crystals out that represent the Sabbath as well. And some more decor. And then if you're new to the channel, I always put books on my altar that represent the season and or the Sabbath. So I have this Flower Fairies of the Autumn book, and I actually have a whole collection of these. They are absolutely adorable. If you have a little witchling, I would highly suggest getting these because they are just so adorable. Next, I have my book called The Tree, a collection of trees that transforms into a work of art. And this one I had gotten from Ollie's. And the trees, the pictures here actually pop out. So it's really cool. Definitely a great resource. And then I'm keeping this book on my altar, The Sun's Diary. Let's turn to September. Let's see what's today. It's September 6th. And see what the quote is. Lay thy bow of pearl apart, and thy crystal shining quiver. Give unto the flying heart space to breathe, how short soever. Thou that makest a day of night, goddess excellently bright. Ben Jonson. Oh, that's beautiful. I love that quote. And then I also have my new Enchanted Living, the Autumn Witch issue. And there are some great articles in here, so I cannot wait to read this. If you've never heard of the Enchanted Living magazine before, I will leave their website in the description down below. This magazine is excellent, and they're coming out with a whole year's worth of witch issues, so for all the seasons. So definitely check them out. It's a super cool magazine, great references, recipes, craft ideas, etc. So yeah, I will leave that in the description. So that is the fall decor here at the Witch's Cottage for 2023. I hope you all enjoyed it. I must have lost some decor during the move, or maybe some of it got ruined during the flood last year, because it doesn't seem like I have as much as I used to. So I'm not sure. It definitely looks sparse, and it might not look that way to anybody else, but I am definitely a maximalist. So I'm used to like throwing up all kinds of fall stuff, and with the oranges and yellows and reds, and it just looks like fall completely threw up on my house. And it just doesn't look like that to me this year. So that's a bummer, but I still think it looks pretty. So I hope you all enjoyed it anyway. But thank you all so much for watching this video. Be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks, friends. Bye.